Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, welcome back to War Thunder, and tonight we're in the Panther 2. So, just look at this gorgeous tank. It's hard to see through all the defensive facial hair that my tank has sprouted, but bushes aside, this is a gorgeous piece of German engineering that actually didn't technically exist in reality, but you know what? That's what games like War Thunder are made for, is to take things that you'd never be able to do in real life, bring them into the living room. So why the Panther 2? Yeah, tell you what guys, I had some footage that's been kicking around my computer for a while. I've been meaning to edit into a video, and I'm about half done with that, but you know, tonight, this is my chance to do some recording, and I thought, you know what? Let's just play the game. So I looked down my list, and the mouse tank has been one of my dream tanks. I definitely gotta unlock that beast. It's just such a huge monstrosity. See, we're starting to engage the enemy, and it just takes like 600,000 RP to get to it from where I am. So the grind, man, the grind is real. So I gotta keep things fresh, you know. Hence the Panther 2. I've unlocked absolutely nothing on this tank, and the first time I played it in a match, I did fantastically well, and I'm like, it just can't happen again. So I rolled out in it tonight. This is my second match in the Panther 2, or maybe third or fourth. I don't think the other ones went so well, but totally fresh start. It's been months since I played the thing, and boy, was this a fun match. So, enjoy. We just encountered a T-44-100 at range. He's being sneaky, he's being cheeky-breaky, and he's only showing just the side of his turret front, and that lamppost must have been German-made because it totally ate up my shot, and we're gonna see what's coming up behind us. Oh my gosh, there he is, the king of the battlefield, the lethargic, the massive, and we timed our shot just right. Popped it through the smoke cloud, dropped one into the turret of that T-44-100, and now with the big old smoke screen and the heavies rolling up behind us, we've done our work. Time to start flanking around the middle, and off we go. And if you think we're done encountering T-44-100s, well, you guys must not have been playing 7.0 RB very recently, because, well, you'll see. I mean, it is only going to be like one more T-44-100, so it could be worse. But we're in a stock Panther 2, and I'm loving the mobility of this tank. The round that it starts with is fantastic. The only thing I wish this had was a little bit better gun handling. The turret rotation speed is really slow, but with the ability to traverse the hull rapidly, even having a neutral steering that actually works, the Panther 2 has no issues. And I'm looking around with my binoculars, and oh, whoops, I swear that never happens. I've accidentally fired the cannon, giving away my position. That T-44-100 knows where I am now. Saw me coming around the corner, he peeked behind that wrecked tank, and unfortunately I'm going to be unable to target him until I can move my tank around, cover, and firing on the move. Again, a problem for the Panther 2, but his shot bounces off our front plate. We line up our shot, and now as soon as he comes out, there we have it. That one went into his turret, and one more and we'll have him, but before that happened, he jumps out of the vehicle. That round must have taken out the political officer because the crew has abandoned the tank. So, moving on. You have no idea how much I wanted to plant a round into the side of that Walker Bulldog. Partly because it's a Walker Bulldog, and partly because, well, me and the Bulldog had some unfinished business in my last video. Check it out. From another tank that has abysmal gun handling, so maybe I was prepared for the Tiger 2. Take a peek at that wreck of a tank. Yep, it's definitely busted. Moving on, and jeez, the Panther 2, such a pretty vehicle. Just there's something about the way it moves. It truly is the realization of everything Germany was looking for in a medium tank back in those last days of World War II. Except maybe some more fuel efficiency, but, you know, there's only so much you can hope for. And going back to the Walker Bulldog, that was the Japanese version, but moving on, we play Peekaboo with a, that looks like what, a Carnarvon? Carnarvon! I have no idea how to say that name, but we've wrecked his castle. So, continuing through the ruins of, what is this, Berlin? Fantastic city. Looks great on the graphics settings I have right now under these weather conditions. You know, one of the things that really affects gameplay a lot in War Thunder is the weather, and I love to play on a clear day like this because my eyes aren't all that great. And here we go. I don't know what that duster was doing, but he was having a great time. You know, he was celebrating the 4th of July with all that freedom coming out of his twin Bofors, but we just had to cut that short. You know, I used to be a wildland firefighter back in the day, and he was clearly endangering the local flora with his unhindered use of incendiary rounds, so we brought him to justice. And I believe that puts us at 3 kills. I'm doing this recording with the UI turned off just because War Thunder is such a gorgeous game, and for a beautiful tank like the Panther 2, you just want to be able to appreciate the amount of detail and beauty that the developers have put into this game. Truly, hats off to Gaijin for the work they've done and continue to do with this engine. And here we see a T-44-100 fire just a bit before the barrels lined up with the crew compartment. That one goes in the engine compartment. He's on fire. We're moving in. His shot bounces. We have time to aim, and good night. That's what, the third T-44-100 we've encountered, and their day has not been going so well. Another shot rings off our tank. That one was a bounce. And more British bias. This time, that shot took out our gunner, so we're backing up, and if he'd been a bit more aggressive here, he would have had us. But he hesitates a bit, perhaps allowing the T to percolate to the appropriate temperature, and in the interim, we take a risky shot taking out his track. He gets one into our driver's compartment, takes out the driver and the transmission. Another shot, this one's no good. We get ours into his lower plate, and that little board didn't stop our round, which is good. And that gives us our 5th kill, winning the match. Now just sit back, relax, enjoy a little montage. Just look at this beautiful vehicle, and it sounds incredible. The roar of the engine, the clanking of the tracks. It's probably one of the most aesthetically appealing tanks in the game of War Thunder right now, at least to my sensibilities. Anyway, I had a fantastic time in this tank. It was nothing but fun. It was engaging. I was able to bounce shots, which is always a plus in a medium tank. I was aggressive. I pushed the vehicle to its limits. I sort of ignored the weaknesses of this vehicle and just played it like I would play any medium tank. Had a ton of fun. Got to go off on a little adventure, bringing German bias back to 7.0. And, you know, what's that Slick B always likes to say? That the Panther 2 is ruined. It's ruined. Well, you know, I never knew it in its heyday at 6.7, and man, I would have appreciated another mobile tank for 6.7 Germany. In fact, you know, I almost put in some money to buy the RU-251. I've got 5,000 Golden Eagles clanking around my War Thunder account because somebody got on Thunder Show, and I just couldn't do it. But catch you next time, guys. Have a good one. Bye-bye.